What's up, everybody? This is Vaughn Levi from Building Beats, and we are a non-profit organization that aims to provide music education for all. And you can check us out at buildingbeats.org, and we're also on all social media platforms at Building Beats. And today, I'm going to be showing you how to make a lo-fi beat in Soundtrap using this free resource called Chord Player. Let's do it. All right, let's go over this chord interface real quick. Right here on the left, we have the volume. Right next to it is the instrument selection. You can choose from a bunch of instruments here. They have pianos, they have Rhodes, they have violas, strings, horns, and all types of things here, synths that you can go through and create your own melodies and chords with. Right next to it is the style selection. With style, you are able to change your chords. You can have them arpeggiate. You can have bass tones play in different styles like basic, pop, dance, rock, swing, reggae, whatever you want. They have chords and bass lines right here with this specific style. Here is the scale where you can pick your scale and your key. You can go from all the way from A all the way to G just by going down the key selection here. And they have all of the major and minor chord progressions right here. You can click them up, and you'll be able to start creating. So I'm gonna pick a basic D major chord to play. So I'm gonna use this major 7 here, this minor 7 here, this major 7 here, and this minor E right here. And my next step is I'm going to play to see how it sounds. Great. I like how it sounds. Now I want to export this as a MIDI file. I'm going to go over to the project tab here. I'm going to go to export MIDI file option. I'm going to click export. And you have the option to have your bass and your chords. I'm going to keep the bass because with the bass, it's easy to create your own bass lines just by copying and pasting them over. I'm going to hit OK. And now I'm going to drag and drop this into Soundtrap and start making a beat. Here is my lo-fi beat. I have it all arranged out. I have an intro, a hook, a verse, and then another hook here. I'm going to play the hook part, and then I'm going to go over the elements of the track. Let's do it. Now here's a breakdown of what we have here in the beat. We have some piano chords, we have a bass line, kick, snare, hi-hat, shaker, and then a guitar lead at the end. So this is what I started out with. I started out with the chords that we created in Chord Player. I dragged them into a lo-fi upright piano, and this is the chords so you can hear them. I also added some vibrato, reverb, and some delay to give it that lo-fi sound. And I'm going to open up my effects so you can see a little bit of reverb, vibrato, and delay. And this is what it all sounds like with these effects. And then if you want that vinyl sound on the piano, the lo-fi upright piano has a lo-fi sound on it. All I did was add some reverb and some delay, and that's how I got this loop to sound like that. The next thing I did was I just duplicated this just by I hit the Alt key on my MacBook. If you're using a PC, it's probably going to be the Option key. And I just dragged it over, and now I have 2 of them. The next thing I did was create the bass line. And all I did was do the exact same thing. Highlighted my track, Option or Alt, dragged it down. And now I have my bass line. So I picked out The electric bass, the bass bone. If you want to access this, you're going to just hit the instruments. It's going to be under bass, electric, bass bone. I picked this because it has a deep jazzy tone to it. And I'm just going to go over how I created the bass line. Now, the bass line still has the upper chords. And what I want to do is I want to remove those. So I'm going to zoom out. I'm going to hit the edit key, go to edit notes, and then I'm going to get rid of my chords here. Those chords are gone. Now I am left with the bass line. Highlight it, Alt Option, drag over. This is what it sounds like with the bass and the chords together. Now I'm going to go over how I create the drums. If you're looking for that lo-fi sound, you're going to go into your drum tracks. You're going to go to your Patterns Beat Maker. You're going to click Machines, or if you want to go to Instrument Presets, you just hit Drums. Then you're going to go to Machine, and then you're going to hit Raccoon. Raccoon has the lo-fi sound. So with lo-fi, the kick drum is really lazy. You're going to put your metronome on, and all I did was kind of just play it once every other 4 beats. Really lazy. And then I just added my snare. My snare comes right after the kick drum. I played this out as well. This is what it sounds like. From there, I added my hi-hats. I had my hi-hats just as lazy as the kick drum. When it comes to chill hop and lo-fi, you don't want anything to be quantized to like right on the grid. You want things to be a little bit off to give it a live feel. So this is what it sounds like. Next up, I added a shaker just in between my hi-hats to give it that open hat sound. This holds the space and the rhythm for the entire drum groove. Check it out. Now, usually with lo-fi, all of these elements that we have already, the bass, the kick drum, the snare drum, the hi-hat, and then the shaker, along with the piano loop, the beat is pretty much finished. But I wanted to add a hook part, and I added a guitar lead to go with my hook part. For those who are interested in how I created the lead, I laid down these notes. If you want to know what guitar I'm using the Mountaintop lead. It's going to be in your rock presets. And these are my notes here. G flat, A, G flat again, E, D, and then E again. And that is how you make a lo-fi beat in Soundtrap using the free resource Chord Player. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe and follow us on social media on all platforms at Building Beats. The links to today's materials can be found in the video description below. Hope to see you soon.